Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another wonderful ArcheAge Friday stream. It is a hype stream today. We are hyped. We are ready. It's 3.5. It's here. It's coming. Well, it's not here yet. It's coming soon. But, guys, my name is Seraphine Brennan. I'm your community manager here on ArcheAge, and I'm joined by a lot of people today. In the back, and they can't hear me right now, I got Kendall Quildon White, your favorite lore master. Next to him, you got Amanda Emery Fry. Wait, you can't hear me?
Yeah, it worked out.
Oh, wow. This is just
he can't hear you. Sorry, he can't hear you, but he waved at the appropriate time. So
okay, now he understands. Now he understands.
Yes.
But it's the back row, the front row. We got your favorite producer, who you haven't seen in so long, and you asked if he was dead or not. He's not dead. It's Merv Crowlin Lee Clyde, and next to him, of course, Sophie Sock Pickens. Merv, how are you?
I'm doing
besides
good.
Not being dead.
Thanks for asking. It's good to be back. I miss you guys, and so it's great to see you in chat, and thanks for tuning in today. We have a couple things we'd like to talk about. Originally we mentioned we'd have a lot of info this stream to talk about, and we do. But then we also mentioned we're doing some questions and answers, which we are. So it's going to be half and half of those. It came down to if we had a build available to show you guys the stuff we wanted to talk about, and we do. So we're going to show you 3.5 Arena Eternal pieces of it for the first time, and we'll also go over some community questions. I also wanted to mention that the release date for Arena Eternal is targeting June 7th.
Did you just put in like a dramatic pause to there?
I did. I paused a little bit. Paused for drama. Just a little bit. But that's it, guys. June 7th, 3.5 Arena Eternal. Boom. It's close. It's really close. And so we're going to be talking about Arena Eternal over the next couple weeks. Next week's live stream on the 19th, we'll go over trade and conflict. On the 26th, we'll be going over crafting and regrading. And on June 2nd, we'll go over ancestral skills. But today, we're going to jump in game now. We are on an internal server. And Sock and Quilladon will be guiding us through some of the new areas that will appear in 3.5. So without further delay, we're going to do a fire drill seating change switch real quick. So Quilladon can actually hear. Let's pull this off. Go.
I love fire drills. Don't worry, we distract everyone with yadas. No one will ever know that we're flipping chairs right now.
I don't know why I feel like I can read chat better now that I have headphones on, but that's totally what it feels like.
It's because you're closer to it.
All right, so we going through the 3 new zones in order, and then switching back to you guys that we're doing Q&A afterwards?
That is what we are doing, so please lead us on. Show us these brand new areas. Let's bring the hype.
You will notice there are some differences on the map there. The simplest one, if you zoom in on Golden Ruins, is there is now a path on the left side going from that kind of turtle beach you're all used to killing each other in up to Whale Song Harbor. So first off, let me cover the new things that are attached to Golden Ruins. We'll get to the 2 new zones in a second. At the end of the current game, if you've reached max level, gone through your normal campaign, you will have joined the International League of Badassery known as the Crimson Watch, and you did some quests for them where you discovered that the head of the Blue Salt Brotherhood was kidnapped, and you were trying to save them, and there was this huge prophecy involving a giant floating interdimensional eyeball guy, and it was all crazy, and then it just kind of stopped for like a year. That continues now. So that quest line continues. You're going to finally go and try and hunt this guy down, expose the traitors in the Watch, and then do more heroic things for them. And you can wrap that up in Golden Ruins. You do some crazy traveling over the world for the Daru, and then you'll eventually be sent along this path to the new zone called Whale Song Harbor. Can you speed up to Super Yada real quick?
Okay, Super Yada.
Awesome.
Energy drink. Infused.
It's so pretty.
So, this is Whale Song Harbor. It's a misty place full of bones and dead whales and the ruins of people who used to hunt whales. If we zoom in, yeah, so there's the old way stations. You can see if you go down along the coastline, there's a whole bunch of dead whale bones, which you can show them while I take a drink. So, this region is interesting because it's a mix of climates. In the south, you can see it's more like Golden Ruins, but on the north there, you'll see these kind of frozen mountainsides and a bunch of basically preserved whale carcasses, which is a lovely aesthetic if that's what you're into. But more importantly is what the Crimson Watch are doing here. So why don't we zoom on over from the dead guys to
The camp.
the new... the camp works first, yeah.
Ta-da!
So this is the Crimson Watch camp.
Oh,
Well, it will
that
be
didn't
once you
work.
turn around.
That didn't work.
Oh, you're on a mount. You can't do it.
Ah.
It's fine. Let's just show the tower. So the Crimson Watch here, you'll know in the old Aurorian zones, they were collecting this obsidian, right? This was this material that was used to control the undead that Anthelon used to use. And they were forging the obsidian into weapons. Here, they're actually collecting this thing called Malevolent Shadow. It's basically evil psychic goop, and they store the evil... Wait, turn around. They store the evil psychic goop in these towers. This is a shadow containment tower. And they use them to power those things around them, which are shadow cannons. So you're basically, instead of like just making cool weapons out of Anthelon stuff, you're making big ectoplasmic cannons to kill the undead. Which is awesome. Good for them. That's excellent. Unfortunately, there are going to be large forces sent by Anthelon to attack these containment towers. And you have to defend them using the cannons. So it becomes kind of a tower defense siege mechanic. So the boss who... Whoa, where'd you go?
To the mobs.
Oh, okay. So this is one of the towers, and if you zoom forward a little bit, here you're gonna drop. If you get yourself out of flight mode, you can go a little faster. There. So this is gonna be Anthelon's elite, and they look a lot like that. They are different than your regular Crimson Army guys. They're big, badass skeletons with robes. They look all awesome. They will also be led by a boss you can't see right now, who will appear at the end of each event. The boss's name is Jakar. He's got a pretty standard ArcheAge backstory. He's just a dude who was split into 4 different dudes when he was possessed by necromantically corrupted dragon souls that were extracted from a frozen leviathan by an insane cult in service to a 2,000-year-old necromancer who's trying to resurrect his imprisoned god. So, like an average Tuesday on ArcheAge.
Like you do.
Yeah.
Like you do.
Stuff.
And he will attack with his crazy army, and you'll have to defend it using, number 1, your actual attacks. Number 2, there's going to be mines and cannons that are powered by this Malevolent Shadow. And that will get you lots of honor. It'll also get you, if you manage to beat the boss, one of the parts necessary for making Aranor weapons, and Aranor gear in general. After that, you will end up going to the other new zone, which is called Aegis Island, which is just off the coast of Aurora there. And that's the one that's in the new load screen, as you can see. So, Aegis Island also has a super simple backstory. You will remember, if you've been playing through the game at all and you've been in a Sea of Graves, that the Sea of Graves is this big seal that was created by the prophet Enoch. You guys will know him because you can get his armor and his cool wings. He's the Astra. And it was created to help maintain the prison of this ancient evil race called the Akash. So basically, they're trying to destroy it, and you are trying to make sure it isn't destroyed and maintain that seal. The problem is that was created much after the Akash were in prison. That was basically a band-aid on the actual prison keeping them in the Abyss. This island, created by the ancient Ipnish heroes, is the actual prison of the Akash. That central structure, if you turn around, is the Torch of Ipnia. It is suspended directly over, basically, the seal that is keeping these ancient evil creatures locked in the Abyss. If this island or their seals are ever destroyed, the ancient snake people come back and take over the world and we're all slaves forever. Not ideal, obviously.
So I shouldn't cheer for that.
Right.
Okay.
So, like any 2,000-year-old necromancer, Anthelon will be sending his forces to try and do exactly that. And you will be forced to defend these seals in another kind of tower defense type scenario, except this time you're going to be able to use the help of these ancient Ipnish heroes. There's going to be these spirits that appear, and you can use their skills, use their summons to help fight off these seal breakers. Each of these events get you honor. Each of them, once you beat the boss, gets you parts you need for the Aranor equipment. And that is the basic background on the 2 new zones. Let's take a look at the Torch of Ipnia real quick. Just fly on up there. So if you do manage to destroy one of the Sealbreaker armies, a portal will appear. And this awesome spirit, who we can get to if you fly around, you'll see, where's the Ipnish spirit? And there he is. And he'll appear, and he'll say, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You are clearly, the successor to the ancestral Ipnish heroes. We will gift you with powers unimaginable. This is how you get Aranor equipment. These are the guys who are giving you your cool new skills, which we'll talk about later. So really, you are kind of living up to this ancient legacy of being the heroes that protect the seal and prevent the return of the Akash, as given to you by literally the ghosts of the heroes who did that in the first place. So if you get this far, beat the entire campaign, and become an Itnish hero, you're, in general, the coolest guy in ArcheAge. That's it. I mean, you were officially called that by the guy who was the previous coolest guy in ArcheAge, so that's the whole story. Any other questions from you guys before I continue on here? Or before we move on? All right, well then, those are the 2 new zones. I'm going to pass it over to the Q&A, guys. It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Quill.
Thank you, Quill. Guys, everyone, Quilladon, everyone.
All right, I'm actually going to get back to work. You guys have a good one. And I will see you on the next live stream.
Right on. Thanks
Bye,
for
everybody.
stopping by.
Thanks for dropping by, dude.
See you, Quill.
So while we run around these 2 new zones a bit further, we actually talked to you guys earlier. We have a bunch of questions from the forums, but got a bunch of them together. Now, obviously, it's going to be a little bit shorter of a question and answer session this time around because we had to devote some of the stream to showing off the 2 new zones, Aegis Island and Whale Song, of course. So I'm just going to try and kick this off as fast as possible and get through as many questions as we can.
Cool.
There actually is a, you know what, I'll just start with here. So first question, Mr. Merv. It's the question we get every week. It's everyone's favorite question. Is there a regrade event happening anytime soon?
Oh, you guys would really like to know, I would imagine, but I'm not going to reveal that. We've talked about this before. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well, you know, there you go. So no good answer for you guys there, but, you know, I would just encourage you to look at the history of when we've released regrade events and form your own conclusions.
I would like to just point out, I think if they keep asking us over and over again that we might say something at one of these points, it would just slip up. But
it's possible.
Not yet. It's possible. So one of the big questions, of course, from the forums was, oh my God, when's Aranor Eternal? And the follow-up to that question, which we talked about, obviously, the day before, the 7th, the follow-up is, oh my God, when is this thing coming to the PTS? I'm so hyped. That's fair.
PTS for this update will likely be, you know, a week or 2 prior to the release. And again, we mentioned the release was on June 7th for 3.5. So, yep, it's going to follow our standard format of a week or 2 prior.
Awesome. So off of that, now this is another big question. This is a 3.5 question, and it's one I really want to get out of the way early because a lot of people have had questions on this because I think people are really super excited about it. When are the 100% slot chance gems coming? They heard about them from the Korean version. Some people heard they could come with the 3.5 version, but really it's in the patch after it. Are they coming with R3.5 or are they coming afterwards?
You know, we've long looked at the gemming system in ArcheAge as one of the last launch heavy RNG systems, and Korea's really done a lot of great things with that system in recent times. We're eager to get them in our version because, again, it's just another mitigation of some of that harsh RNG. But it's not going to be with 3.5. It will likely follow shortly after. And again, that's for gem upgrades, the new gem system.
Yeah. I also just saw a question from Pariah Plays, which is, will materials for Aranor gear be adjusted for our version of 3.5? That's another big one that people are talking about. Like, what changes are coming in? Is Aranor being changed? We're going to talk about that more in the future when we actually handle our crafting stream.
Yep, and that crafting stream is going to be on the 26th, I believe. So tune in then if you're interested on, you know, Aranor gear, what happens to any of the existing stuff, how it converts. We're going to go over it on the 26th.
Indeed. I heard from the internet that 2 more races could be added later this year, returned in fairies. Is this true?
Rumors.
Rumors.
Sounds like rumors. Come
There's
on,
so many,
really
there's
already?
so many.
Oh,
Like
I don't know if
everyone.
you can see it, Celestrata, but Clowny's back.
No.
We're running around one of the new zones, and folks in chat, you guys have pointed out that you're seeing upgraded 16 by 16 houses. These are included in 3.5, and we'll probably give you a little bit of insight about them in maybe an upcoming Spotlight article, and you'll definitely see them on PTS. But we alluded to them previously. You've seen screenshots of them in the Korean version. But there you go. There they are in our version. You'll notice they have those farming and gathering planters underneath them. And it's pretty cool. I like this kind of thing because it changes the landscape of the way the housing zones look. Never mind the fact that there are 3 weird-ass clowns in the top of that other one.
It's Clowny's cousins.
That means nothing to me.
How does he get here? How does he get here? Look how Floof Celestron's gonna kill you. I'm friendly. I'm nice. I'm one of those cool reds who just kind of hangs out.
Yeah, no, don't kill me. I'm a friend.
Yeah. So another big question that we get asked so frequently. People are still hyped about those cars, the B200 and the S200.
Wait, what are they hyped for?
The cars. Have you heard about these cars? I think we talked about them a couple times.
A car? You mean like a timber coupe?
Yeah.
Or,
like upgrades?
or a timber coupe? Is that what you're talking about?
I can't push the button.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Doing that.
You're messing with the reveal.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's the next question?
Next question after that, seeing that we don't know what that one is, we'll look into the cars more for you guys. See if we can figure out what's going on there. Any question? Any comment on the no confirmed reports of the merchant's costume basic dropping from the Mystagon's hidden crate?
I saw the report on that, and our QA team is looking into it. Obviously, it was our intention to have that in there. So we're just going back and forth with Excel to see what's going on there.
Yeah.
That's a cool car.
Yes.
You guys have been waiting for this for like, I don't know, a week or so, I guess? Maybe a couple months?
I've heard a little while.
Yeah, we're road tripping to Golden Ruins.
And so we mentioned before, this car will be available with the 3.5 update. And we're showing it to you now for the first time. We're getting close to it, so that's exciting.
It's really cool. It actually is really cool. We've been hyped for this one for a long time. But like with you guys, the minute we saw it, we got all hyped for it too. Soon, friends. Soon. Road trip. Clowny, no!
I don't speak red, sorry.
So Sock, tell me about the handling of this vehicle.
It feels heavier than a timber coupe, so for terrible drivers like me, this is fantastic, because it's hard to, skid all over and have accidents. So I love
Pretty
it.
legit.
So
I
easier
can
to
drive
control. How does it navigate steep terrain?
I don't know. I should go to Hellswap and find out.
In my personal experience, it's not as good as the timber coupe.
I mean, it
Shouldn't be,
But I mean, there's 4 people there. You're rolling in style. I think that's the advantage.
it has 3 seats for passengers, so you can, potentially bring 3 of your friends and trade packs.
I see a lot of people asking questions about, where is this coming from? How do you get this car? There's actually 3 different versions of it. So expect to see several different ways in which you can acquire one of these cars.
Awesome. Also, I like how you put in 3 of your friends and maybe trade packs. It's more like 3 of your trade packs with maybe friends.
Yeah. Your trade
Maybe.
pack carrying friends.
Oh, we're at 4 here.
Yeah, you don't care about your friends. You care about the trade packs on their back. All right. Enough gawking over the car. I love it too. But we have a few more questions. Just a few more. By that I mean a lot more. Questions on Sock's bed. People are interested if the Sock's bed will ever return.
Oh, okay, that one.
Where'd
Not
your
what
bed
you
go?
thought.
What?
You have no
What?
bed anymore, apparently.
The candy bed.
Yeah, I know. So I guess Amory could probably answer that best, but typically with items like that come in a packaged version, we'll release it once. You guys will have the ability to obtain it then, and then it may come back at a later date. We don't have any date locked down for when that might be, but obviously I would imagine people want it because of the deserted cottage that was recently available. So we'll look into it and see if we can bring that back.
Oh no,
What
my
is the
weapon has been
glow on that?
revealed.
We have a majestic weapon.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty nice.
I saw that earlier in the stream. Some of chat was calling out Floof's eternal buff.
Yeah. I worked for it very hard.
Oh, sweet.
It's dead.
Well played.
Clowny,
Get the
why?
other one.
I will
it's
avenge you.
invincible.
Remove his god mode.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yay!
What is? I don't know what's happening anymore.
I
don't know what's happening.
Can you zoom in on that Nodachi? It's
I
pretty sick
know.
looking.
I love this thing. It's the Ayanat Flame Nodachi.
I know everybody's eager to see Aranor equipment as well, and that will be included in an upcoming stream, so we will
Aranor
definitely
stream.
be showing it all off.
We are hyped for it. This is the Eternal buff, by the way. Some guys, you might know it as Primordial. Some people do, but we're calling it the Eternal buff, and it's really gorgeous.
It's very purple.
And now you too can have an Eternal Tuna Club.
Can you
I
show
know
what it
everyone's
looks like
going
really
for one.
quickly in your inventory, just so people can see what the border looks like?
Yeah.
So shy.
There's
Totally,
a lot.
Yeah, I got this. All of that stuff. Totally legit, of course.
There's a lot going on there.
All right. So, beyond just the beautiful buffs that are in our inventory, question from the chat and also a question from the forums as well. Is there any new word on server merges or transfers? I think people are throwing around a lot of rumors around those as well.
Yep, they will not be included with 3.5 release.
Right. And we said that before, guys. You know, we're not even thinking about it until post 3.5, so don't worry about it for now. I know people are throwing around a lot of rumors. They are just that. They are rumors. There is no decisions being made around any of that stuff right now. Bit more of an odd question, not one we get very often, but can Crest Cubes come back to the loyalty store?
Oh, that's a pretty good question. Probably not. I imagine crest cubes and the other sort of crest types will only be distributed based on their current method. You know, we've had them available in other events too. You know, our seasonal events or festival events, they've been used as rewards there. That will likely continue to be the ways that they're distributed in the game.
All right. I just saw a question from Twitch, which was from TextXL, asking, hey, is live chat support ever going to be something that's going to return? We're not looking to do that right now. We removed live chat support because it was actually slowing down the responses that our CS agents could give. Basically, the live chat, players were focused on multiple chats at once, the agents, I should say, not players. And it was actually slowing down some of the responses because people go to live chat. They would have an issue that live chat couldn't help with, so it would then throw them over to the in-game support team who worked through email. And we didn't want to keep doing that to players or people in live chat, slowing that experience down. So since moving over to live chat, we've actually been much faster in responding to emails. So we're going to stick with that. So any plans to merge event coins into seasonal coins, much like the KR version does?
Not currently. Our event coins, the system we use for that's pretty much separate from theirs at this point. And that's just due to the cadence at which those events were released. So the answer there is probably not.
All right. Yes, this is a good question that we've heard a couple times now. Any questions for the drop chance of royal seeds to be changed or any ways to get it outside of single planting?
Also, no changes there that I've seen.
All right. Another interesting, this is definitely a question from a new player, you can tell. I have a 16x16 improved scarecrow farm, and I want to get my 8x8 scarecrow garden back so I can convert it to a farmer's workstation. Can I do that?
Yes, you can. You need to evenstone it, and I know that's a little bit weird because typically you evenstone things that you don't want, but I guess it could be inferred that you don't want that farm anymore. But yeah, just apply an evenstone to it and you'll get your 8x8 back.
Yeah. From chat, how do I say your name? Semtext Ion? Semtext Ion. Or Semtex Ion. Probably that. Cross-server arenas in 3.5.
No. But I mentioned plenty times over the last couple of years, actually, that, you know, that's kind of a dream for us, for our region. It's something we've lobbied really hard for. It's not going to be included in 3.5, but, you know, I'm of the opinion that I will continue to do that, continue to push for cross-server play, as long as I'm the producer on ArcheAge in North America and Europe.
But what happens if you're not for some reason?
Then I don't know. Hopefully whoever picks up the torch, yeah, picks up the
I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. No. Why do you have to say it like that in my world? We've been having a lot of events, and there's a question here about all the events we've been having because they keep coming super fast. We leave one event and we're literally starting up a brand new event almost right after.
Yep.
Or is that going to slow down at all? Is that going to change? I think the person who was asking it was basically like, I love the events, but they're coming so fast and furious that I feel like I can't keep up.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since Revelation was released December of last year, and I think it's just kind of like, I mean, a lot of people are nearing the extent of the Revelation content, and they need something else to do. And while we wait for the 3.5 content to be delivered, it's just kind of providing filler content for you guys to participate in. Events are more or less popular depending on who you are and what you do in ArcheAge. But I imagine that the cadence of events will slow down as 3.5 is released.
Guys, Kun's awake. That's impressive, sir. That's impressive.
Early morning.
All right, from chat, I think there's a lot of questions about the different crafting, obsidian crafting, Aranor crafting. We're going to have a crafting stream on that in the future, so you can definitely ask more of those questions there, and we're going to get into the nitty-gritty details during that stream. Question on, do you have plans to keep working with Invocation Array? I really love the music that you guys do for ArcheAge.
You know, I really hope that we can, because I think that those two tracks, specifically the Blood Song tracks and the Revelation tracks, were just really great. It added another layer of awesomeness to ArcheAge. I don't know if we'll be able to show it on a stream, but when you guys see the 3.5 update, there is a new song that plays at server select, or Echidna has been replaced by a new person, and you'll see that on the load screen and hear that music. The music is not by Invocation Array. It's actually stock music from the Korean version. But I really hope that going forward we can work with those guys again. They're a great band.
Yeah, they really are. We really love their music, and they're super nice to hang out with. Let's see. Question on, are there any changes coming up for Thunderwing and Leviathan for 3.5?
We're really eager to receive the changes to the Leviathan, and that's something that we've pushed for over the last couple of months. It's highly likely that the Leviathan will be changed by the 3.5 update. It may actually be a little bit sooner than that. But that's something we're working towards now. As for Thunderwing Titan, he will likely remain the same way that he is right now. No intent to adjust him with 3.5.
All right. From Gustavo Del Libriale, what is the marketplace update for this week?
There are some items that returned to Fresh Start servers that are already on legacy servers, such as the Griffin armor, Moonfeather Griffin, but nothing new additionally this week. We do have some stuff coming next week when we do our update on Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right. Sweet. So not much this week,
No.
kind of quiet, but next week.
It's kind of put off until next week, yeah.
All right, cool. Question, I saw this from earlier. Is there going to be a fix for people who stand up in cars? Especially with the new cars coming. That's an important one.
Yes, the Aranor Safety Commission has mandated that we apply a fix to this situation.
Seatbelt on.
Yes, XL's aware and is working on that.
Yeah, that's easily one of the funniest bugs I think I've ever seen on the forums. I mean, there are a lot of funny bugs I've seen over the years, but that one, I just logged on, and just opened up that thread, and someone was like, "So I can't sit down in my car. Is this intended?"
Yeah, there have been crazy stuff with cars over the past years. There used to be able to put an elk on the back of it, and it would go 100 meters per second, and that definitely got nerfed by the same Aranor Safety Commission. So, I mean, they're out there, and they're looking to get these things changed. Yeah,
indeed. From Sidonia, when is Emery's next costume pack coming out?
Ooh.
Next time we have a set of costumes to put in a costume pack? No plans currently.
Oh, actually, off the same one. This is from way earlier. I wanted to ask this earlier because it's all on the same vein. They assume that we're going to be getting a new Archean pack for 3.5.
Yes.
Is this a good assumption?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, packs will be
So
refreshed with 3.5.
That's going to be next time you're going to see that, guys. We can't hear Amory.
I'm sorry.
No.
I tried.
Speak aloud. Speak aloud. What she
feel like
said
I'm
was
yelling.
the next time we actually get a brand new Archean pack will be 3.5, so there will be brand new packs for that. And no plans yet on a new Amory costume pack for those who couldn't hear her.
Damn, that car
Dude, this
can
is like
fly.
a snail
It's
car.
pretty damn solid.
What?
That's legit.
Where are you?
Snail car.
Are you hanging out and doing cool stuff without me?
Cursed it.
No, I can do it.
I don't know what you're doing
Backwards,
to
maybe.
the under chassis of that car right now, but
Snail car.
Nice.
Look how majestic. Somebody called it out in chat and was asking to go uphill, so
Oh.
yeah, it's good to see.
that's a thing. I
Whoa.
didn't know. Hello.
Gee. Hi. All right, now that I'm back in the car, and I'm not standing in the car, will we have more creator contests for the Joyful Home Builder Society? Holy crap, I looked away for a minute.
Oh my god!
Perfect.
Oh.
That
Well
landing.
landing.
That landing.
Well played.
All right.
Fuck Stuck the landing.
Totally on purpose.
Will we have more creator contests like the Joyful Home Builder
Still
Society or Holiday Hero? Yes, we will. We like doing those events. We want to have more out-of-game sort of contests and events. So keep an eye out for more stuff like that. And of course, Rose can always just show up on the servers at any time. Rose may be the matron of the Joyful Home Builder Society, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't like wander around from time to time and judge your home. So you might come home one day to find a very ornery elf giving you B pluses and then handing you items for your efforts. You never know. Can we get and the last question I have from the forums, at least, is can we get a full explanation of the brand new trading system coming in update 3.5?
Yes, you can on the 19th of this month. We will have a live stream that is dedicated to trade and conflict, and that's mostly to, in detail describe the new trade system that's coming. Trade packs are getting a pretty big overhaul, and it's important that we communicate that to you guys so you can see. Trade packing has not changed a lot over the course of our ArcheAge's history, but I would say this is definitely the biggest change. A lot of positive things there, but definitely, something to think about. So we'll go over that on the 19th. We'll also talk about changes that are coming to the way conflict cycles occur in peace and war zones.
All right. Now, we've done all the forum questions. Some will actually divert almost entirely to chat questions. Cheryl28 is asking, are we changing the amount of experience needed to upgrade the Aeronor gear and the other changes XL made? We will get further into that during the Aeronor gear and the general crafting live stream that we'll be doing. We have an answer for that. It's good news. So,
yeah, and to speak more broadly about that, I mean, you guys who follow the 3.5 and release in Korea and the updates that are applied afterwards, the version of 3.5 that we will push live on June 7th is incorporates a lot of those changes. Not all of them, but it does incorporate a majority of them. Specifically the ones that are related to some quality of life updates or things that were suboptimal in Korea. We will go live, and that's one of the advantages we have of releasing after them. So we can look forward to that.
Yeah, especially because we know a lot of people also keep an eye on that stuff from over there, and then they bring those concerns up to us, so we get to have them much earlier, and then we can see what we can do, which is always really good news.
Yeah.
So, question from the Dirty Dozen 69, and a couple other people have asked this too: is follow really going away in update 3.5?
That's something we're going to discuss on the 19th, and it's important for me to be able to show you the changes to the entire trade system. But we will absolutely take that as a point of discussion for next week's stream.
Yep. All right. From Ilorin, our good buddy Ilorin, will we be seeing more frequent additions to the Merit Badge shop for the future?
You know, the stuff that we've added to the Merit Badge shop has really just been supplemental based on what systems are released. So I will continue doing that going forward, and it's possible that we could adjust the things that are available there. But I think we'll likely just see things that support new systems to the game in the Merit Badge shop.
Mm-hmm. At South Estrada, will we be seeing longer live streams for the upcoming 3.5 changes? We're going to stick to the hour format, guys. That's due to us being sandwiched between two other games. We have Trope before us, and we have Atlas Reactor after us. So we want to make sure we're giving them the same amount of time, too, and the same use of the live stream room, because we operate out of one studio over in Redwood City. So we'll be sticking to the 1 hour schedule for now.
I'll mention one more thing. On the 17th next week, we're planning to release a producer's letter that kind of summarizes our plans for 3.5. It talks about some of the systems that will be available there. In that producer's letter, I mention something that I think is really important for all of us to pay attention to, and that's that if you look at some of the changes that are coming to ArcheAge in 3.5 in a closed environment, meaning looking only at that specific change, you might scratch your head and go, what the hell is the point of that? It's really important that when we look at those changes, they're considered in the context of the overall changes for the update, because looking at them with a segmented view is kind of will raise some questions. So whenever you guys bring stuff up about hauler, follow, and that sort of a thing, again, we need to describe the full context of the system so you guys can see why any changes are being made. That's true for crafting. It's true for regrading. It's true for any of the main changes. So I ask that you keep an open mind and kind of look at the system from beginning to end instead of just scrutinizing a specific part of it.
Yep. So a lot of questions there's a lot of item questions today. Is the Moby Drake coming back? Is Sloth Glider coming back? Is New Year activewear coming back? There's a lot of item questions today.
I mean, historically, we do bring stuff back. A win is a matter of discussion. So I would say that we have the opportunity to bring back anything that we've previously released. But it just depends on where that fits into our schedule. We try and mix it up with new items and then re-returning older items. So we're just going to keep doing what we have been going forward.
All right. Another actually interesting question. Is there an update on the status of the compensation workbench that we've been talking about?
It should be included with 3.5. That's our goal.
Cool.
And it's not a workbench. It's actually going to be a tab on the marketplace file that uses a currency we would distribute for compensation.
Awesome. So you'll be able to access that from anywhere in the game then?
And that's the goal there, yep.
Awesome.
And this zone is beautiful. I mean, just watching Sock run around through it, seeing the new creatures, the new skybox. If you don't mind real quick opening up the map, I think people who have joined us halfway through the stream, we're in Whale Song Harbor, one of the new zones released with Aeronor Returnal on June 7th. And you can just see that the landscape of Aurora is unfolding. And that's exciting, especially for long-term ArcheAge players, because when Aurora was originally released, it was just the southern 6 zones. And as we move forward with ArcheAge, we can just kind of see the landscape grow there. And if you wouldn't mind just keeping the map open just a little bit longer. It's really cool to see the layout of everything. Zoom out one more time. There you go. Saw some folks in chat just wondering on the position of everything, and you can see Growlgate down there and the position of Aegis Island to the north of it, and then it expands the map to the northwest. Pretty cool, and I think going forward we'll probably see future updates in ArcheAge continue to reveal the story on Aurora. Yep,
absolutely. All right, guys, so we're getting to that time of the stream. You know what time it is. It's the time where all of a sudden there's going to be a lot of chat in the window of a certain character on the keyboard.
A whole lot of X's and pluses.
What are we giving away today?
So we're going to give away a couple...
There it is.
There it goes.
I was like, it comes out of nowhere.
We're going to give away, I think, 6 Bloomfang pets. Those are the ones that were released recently. I don't know if you have one on your character now.
I do not.
Do not. Okay. This is the pet that it looks like kind of a really adorable but also vicious pet. Flies around with you, provides a buff, does not really participate in combat, but we're going to be giving away 6 of those. So X up with emphasis.
For Purple Floof.
Floof is the thing's name?
No, it's a Violet Bloomfang.
Purple Floof. Oh
Did
shit,
you-
they saw me.
Run away.
Chat was mentioning earlier as Quilladon was giving us some backstory about this area, about how cool those mobs look in their new animations. Really neat.
Get out of
They
here.
really look awesome.
All right, so let's go ahead and roll. This is for the first Violet Bloomfang pet. And here we go. The winner is Gats32. Congratulations, Gats32.
Yay, get
We're
the
rolling
purple
6
floof.
of these, so good luck. Number 2 goes to Jack TV.
Jacques
Jacques TV. Congratulations on your Bloomfang pet. And number 3 goes to Beowulf with 2 Y's. Beowulf YY. Why Beowulf? Number 4 goes to Polemos 3. Congratulations, Polemos 3. And number 5 goes to Res Rouge. Congratulations, Res Rouge. The last Bloomfang pet goes to Honey_AA. Congratulations, Honey AA. And grats to our 6 winners. We're going to give away one more thing today, and that's going to be a Revelation Archeum pack. It'll be for Fresh Start servers or for Legacy, depending on where you live. And we're going to be giving one of these away. Now, we mentioned that this pack will go away with the 3.5 update, which means we'll also stop giving it away then. So this is a really awesome pack, and I hope, wish you guys good luck for it. We're going to roll for it now. The winner of the Revelation Archeum pack is Sundonna. Congratulations,
Woo,
Sundonna.
congrats. Awesome.
So thanks for joining us today, guys. I'm really happy to see you, and it's good to be back. It's been a couple weeks since I've been on the stream. So nice catching up with you today. Over the next 3 Fridays, we will discuss more about the 3.5 Aranor Eternal update. On the 19th, we'll be talking about trade packs, overland trade, oversea trade, and conflict zones. On the 26th, we'll be talking about crafting and regrading and the changes that are coming there. And then on the 2nd, we'll be going over ancestral skills. So make sure you tune into each of those streams if you're interested in a topic. Ask questions about those topics beforehand. We want to get you the most information that we can. Again, the update Aranor Eternal will be delivered to live servers targeting June 7th. And we have a producer's letter coming out on the 17th. I think that's all of the dates. Anything that I forgot, Serafina?
That is all the dates. And by the way, if you want today's live stream rewards, we're going to contact you via Twitch message. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure to follow us, because that way the message doesn't get thrown to your spam folder. Otherwise, keep an eye on that other folder for a message from us. It takes about a week for us to get you your live stream prize. So keep an eye out for it within the game. Otherwise, that's it, I think. Have a great weekend, guys.
Yeah, have a good weekend. Thanks for joining us. See you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.